Attempting to capture.
Hey everyone, Ten Rules All here, and today we're going to be discussing the most recent update for Battlefield 2042, Update 4.0, which released on April 19th. So this update is massive. There are far too many details for me to go over every single one of them, so of course I will be linking the patch notes in the description below the video. While you're down there, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more Battlefield content here, and hit the like as well if you enjoy what you see. Now, some of the things I do want to touch on, just some of the more substantial points. They've added voice over internet protocol, or VoIP. Basically, now you can communicate with the party and your squad in-game. You can also turn it off if you're not into socializing. In Update 3.3, they released the scoreboard. In Update 4.0, they have fixed it. Adding it at the end of the game. You can also view it when you're looking at your accolades at the end. They have overhauled the attachments, making it more clear what each of them does, making it so that their effects are more noticeable. And then some of the more general changes, they made improvements to kill assists. Kill assists now trigger from a lower damage threshold. You'll now get an assist with an EMP grenade more reliably, whatever that means. I never used EMP grenades. And assists will also now trigger when a teammate kills an enemy, and either of them were covered in smoke that you deployed. They've also added a sensitivity setting for airplanes and helicopters in the options menu, fixed matchmaking errors. There are just so many things that were changed or fixed in this update, and a lot of these aren't groundbreaking additions. You know, most of this is just fixing what they had, kind of laying the foundation for more in the future. They've increased the XP you earn from support actions, and XP earned from objective actions has been decreased, which I'm not really sure why you would do that. Again, some of the highlights here, and when you hit an enemy with an EMP grenade, you get 20 XP instead of 10. When you heal a teammate, you now get 20 XP instead of 5. Likewise with resupplies or repairs. If you destroy a ranger, you get 75 XP instead of 25. Neutralize an objective, instead of 250 experience, now you only get 200. And if you capture an objective, instead of getting 375 experience points, you are now only getting 200. I'm not a fan of decreasing the number of experience points you get for playing the objective, but the rest of those I do like. Supporting your teammates, that needs to be encouraged. 5 XP for healing or resupply is not enough, not at all. They fixed some bugs on all the maps. Some of the rubber banding has been fixed, especially during the rocket launch. They fixed some of the destructibility animations. That's a whole nother topic. I feel like they have to do so much work with the destructibility of the maps. They fixed the issue where dead soldiers or friendly soldiers can block bullets. Not sure how I feel about that. That's kind of cool. Use a corpse as cover. Good amount of animation fixes. They fixed the issue where you'd get broken weapon animations while sprinting into world objects like walls. They fixed reload animations. They fixed the bug that would cause looping revive animations when you're downed. The revive animations overall should be smoother. Added some polish to the idle animations for some rifles. So overall, good amount of animation fixes as well. And then they did a lot of things for the specialists. Again, far too many to list for you here. Check those out as well. I've also heard a rumor that we're going to be getting classes for each of the specialists in a future update, so that's very interesting. The HUD is another thing, though, that received a lot of fixes here in Update 4.0. A lot of things now that you can customize. Scaling options for the minimap, scaling options for the log, the world log, the player, and vehicle info. You can fix all of that on the HUD. They added options that allow players to scale the transparency of many different icons in the HUD. Friendly icons, squad member icons, enemy icons, revive icons, objective icons, and ping marker icons. Each icon type can have a different transparency when zoomed or not zoomed. The option can be found in display options. Added chat log visibility options to allow players to set the default visibility mode of the chat log. Adjusted the scaling of objective icons over distance. Solved an issue where friendly icons were too large. Smoother animations in the UI. Bug fixes regarding gadgets, of course. Plenty on here if you're into gadgets. Weapon attachments, you know, this is another large aspect of the update. It has been quote-unquote overhauled. It says the behavior of many weapon attachments has been overhauled to ensure that their impact when customizing your weapons is unique and noticeable. Previously, some attachments had effects that were too similar from others, I agree, and it was unclear what the impact on your weapons would be when switching between them. So all of the attachments now have a laid out very clearly what they do, how they affect your weapon. And then of course you've got more changes here, bug fixes, making sure that the attachments actually apply their bonuses to your weapon, not just say that they do. And then a ton of balancing fixes for the weapons. If you're a fan of the AC-42, I hate to break it to you, but you might want to find a new rifle to use. They've increased the bullet damage drop off, and they have lowered the effective range of the 3-round burst assault rifle. I was actually just getting into it, so now I'm going to go back to the AK-24. They've increased the recoil of the PKP, and I was wondering why people stopped using it. I usually get killed by that thing like 15 times a game, it seems like. Recentered the iron sights on the DXR-1, reduced scope shake when firing on the DM7 and the V-Car. I like the DM7. The reload prompt will no longer stop flashing when there are only a few bullets left in the magazine. Reloading while aiming down sights will no longer reset camera zoom. They fixed an issue where weapons would become invisible while climbing a ladder. Toggle scope is now affected by soldier controller schemes, and they improved the visual quality of the crosshairs and red dots within high-powered scopes while on lower medium graphics. I mean, just so many fixes. Vehicles, they adjusted the number of active vehicles across maps and modes, so there will be fewer vehicles available. They're just trying to balance, because a lot of the complaints in this game are that vehicles can too easily take over a game. They fixed all of the fun little problems with the hovercraft so it doesn't fly or go up buildings anymore. I'm not a big vehicles guy. Maybe I should be. Ever since I switched from console to PC, I have not been able to fly. I used to fly helicopters all the time, but I can't do it with a keyboard. I have to use a controller. If you're using the Bolt a lot, just be warned that players are now able to shoot passengers more easily, and I can attest to that. I'm not sure if that footage will make it into this video, but when I was playing the game to get footage for this video, I was sniping people in the Bolt, and it was very easy. Clear as day, I saw this dude's head and just dome rocked him. The recoilless, the RPG, and the small will now one-shot the ranger if it's a direct hit, which is nice for balance. The recoilless will no longer automatically reload while you are downed if you died after firing it, and then fixed an issue causing empty reloads on the recoilless to be interrupted when vaulting. Those are some of the, I think, more important points of Update 4.0. Check it out for yourself in the description down below. As far as my opinion, I do feel like the game runs better. I feel like it looks better. I feel like there is a meta weapon currently. Maybe I just haven't seen enough of it yet, but I'm getting killed by everything now. It's not just the PKP or the AC-42. I was also very pleasantly surprised to see some of the comments in-game in the chat. A lot of players are saying that they feel like the game feels better. They can't really point to anything specific, they just say that it just feels better. It's more fun to play. So, now it's your turn. Tell me what you think of Battlefield as of now. Have you played it after Update 4.0? Why or why not? I can tell you, I think it's worth it. I feel like they have laid a very nice foundation, albeit, 5 months too late, but the game is still improving. This is a huge step forward. I'm excited. I actually had to pull myself away from it to record this audio. I'm into it. I am rooting for Battlefield 2042. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys. I thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you're subbed and hit the like button for me. I'm out. I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.